how does Kim Tang, the yoga teacher, the spiritual teacher, the intuitive teacher, the breathwork instructor, what do you do to stay present when your mind wants to go to the Coachella concert, when your mind wants to go hiking, when your mind wants to veg out on some Netflix shows? What do you do to stay present?
Yes, thank you. I'm going to say that started as cultivating the practice of presence. So I'm going to say that the awareness of it became what I would call known in my tissues through the practice of yoga, learning how to concentrate. But again, that self-cultivation leads to service in the way that through learning how to concentrate and how to give myself my undivided attention has equipped me to be able to hold space for others. So, for example, right now, I'm going to guarantee you that there is absolutely nothing that I'm thinking about other than this moment with you, the conversation we're in, and I like to say on every level of being. So on the level of the mind, breathing into the subjects and just expanding in that true union with you. This is how I serve. So I share myself in the form of anything that presents. Right now, I'm sharing myself in pure time presence and a field of trust with no judgment in the form of us empowering your listeners, right? Our listeners. Mm-hmm. And so it's a practice. It's a kind of like an intention. I'm going to say that too. It's an intention that you set that right now, this is what I'm doing. And then that will be there for me later. And believe you me, it's always there for us later, isn't it? So therein is maybe striking the balance. Balance is important. You learn that in a practice as well, between what I'm going to call the things that you, quote, have to do and the things that you want to do, and understanding that in that field of pure time presence, you can be far more effective and powerful in your creations by really being where you are and doing what you're doing on every level without the distraction of the energies and the concentration.
I love that.
So I do balance. There are things that I consider me giving myself my undivided attention, kind of like soul food and kind of like, by the way, brain food. And you and I love to talk about the brain. And I kind of call that actually consciousness, and that consciousness kind of expands into conversations about spirit, because in a way they are one and the same. And my favorite kind of conversation, I really align to the choices that I make. I think that's super important for everyone. I think that's something I just received as really important for the listeners. And that is that I'm really aligned to the choices that I make about, quote, what I do. So I share myself in the form of what I do. Anything can be yoga, any mindful practice of presence, connecting to your most authentic truth and sharing yourself in this way is what we could call yoga. After all, yoga is a state of being. It's a frequency. It's not a class.